Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time of the night, the moment you have all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event of the evening. And it is for the Sparta Sports and Entertainment Bantamweight Kickboxing Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the Shoreline Buick and GMC red corner, please welcome to the cage, Isiah Torres.
Well, fight fans, you've been waiting for it. It is kickboxing title fight action time. Welcoming to the cage first, Mr. Isiah Torres. He's going to be facing off against Aaron Lopez. And man, both these guys have entertained us so much in their previous fights. They're very, very well deserving of being here in a title fight, and what a great way it's going to be to cap off the evening.
Well, I'll tell you what, what a great storyline in that co-main event, propelling us into this main event, and you had to feel for Chris Coco Cacores 3 years back into the ring, but now we're at the main event. There you see Torres at 22'5", 825 pounds, 2-1. He calls himself well-rounded. And JR, you see Aaron Lopez, his resume.
29 years old, just a little taller at 5'10". Definite experience advantage at 10-3 as a kickboxer.
Lightning quick at 125 pounds. We're getting to the witching hour, 5 after 11. There you see those suction cup marks, the cupping.
The cupping techniques, yes indeed.
Scratch paper. That's how I go.
And his opponent, fighting out of the century, Chevrolet blue corner, please welcome to the cage, Aaron Lopez.
A lot of Lopez fans in the house this evening. My goodness. Thought we'd heard some strong crowd reactions previous to this. Holy goodness.
Well, we saw it was the Fort Collins local, figured north, only 35 miles action.
Yeah.
Man, fighters have certainly brought their contingency with them. And, the purple and yellow, you got to like, kind of matches the new Sparta colors. Wearing the Colorado Rockies hat. Don't know if I'm too proud of them lately. Couple high energy, high octane fighters. Well, I'll tell you what, JR, you bounce into 2021 and we had so many amateur fights on the card, you don't know what you're going to get, and I could have been more pleased with it.
Man, what a great way to kick off the year. A lot of fun, and think about all these debut fighters, how much that gives us stuff to look forward to. Having seen these guys perform so well at such an early stage.
Hey, I remember his first fight. I mean, you look at the ring setting, again, a lot of credit goes to the gyms that these fighters came from. Boy, we're finally there, 14 fights. You look back, it's a lot of them, but a lot of great action.
A couple of high-paced fighters going to be here in our main event. A lot of flying, spinning techniques being seen from both these guys. They both have some highlight reel moments early in their careers.
Lanky for 125 pounders, aren't they?
this is your main event of the evening, and it is for the Sparta Sports and Entertainment Bantamweight Kickboxing Championship. So I need everybody in the arena, from the rafters to ringside, and those of you tuning in across the world, to raise your drinks high and get wild! Introducing first, fighting out of the short line, Buick and GMC red corner, from Pueblo, Colorado, representing Ultimate Performance, Isiah Torres. And his opponent, fighting out of the Century Chevrolet blue corner, from Denver, Colorado, representing Peak Kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Aaron Savage Lopez.
Mr. Torres wearing the red gloves, Mr. Lopez wearing the blue gloves. Third in the cage, Oscar Martinez for this, our main event, 125-pound kickboxing title fight.
You got Torres, Martinez, and Lopez in the cage. You got Romero out here. You know, we got it covered. All right, here we go, main event, 5 2-minute rounds. Feeling each other out here. This is a longer fight.
With that having been said, both these guys with the energy to go for days.
Trying to establish that low leg kick, both fighters. Both fighters going downstairs, both connecting.
Good shot to invest in early. A lot of fighters you see throwing those hard leg kicks, but they wait until later in the fight to do it. It's one of those techniques that really takes a bit of an accumulation to have its effect. So you want to start off with it early, and that's what Lopez is doing here.
Yeah, we saw it in that Lockhart fight, what it did by the end of it. Nice, great hands there by Torres. Now they're starting to throw those hands a little bit. Great kick, but then slipping and falling. Lopez continues to fire those leg kicks, exactly what his corner wanted him to do.
Boy, Lopez is just a laser beam on that outside leg kick.
Yeah, and you know what? They may only be 125 pounds, but that's got some force to it.
Absolutely.
Great hands as well by both fighters.
You can definitely see that leg kick as part of the Lopez game plan.
Boy, Torres has got some hands to him, though. I see Torres go to those hands a little more in this second round because he's got some great hands.
Both guys really calm, walking back to their corners. Nobody ate any shots that were very telling. Saw Torres on the canvas for just a moment, but that was sort of a push slip. Sent him to his backside for a moment.
Again, this fight, 5 rounds, 5 2-minute rounds for the Sparta title. Punch of the night so far, I would say, goes to the co-main event.
Lopez with his back against the cage, but stays very active, doesn't let himself be pinned there and just shell up defensively.
Must have thrown 20 kicks in that opening round.
Moves his hands and his feet well, does Lopez.
Yeah, and I tell you, Torres, from what I saw at the last 30 seconds of that round, he's got some great hands. I want to see if he starts to utilize those a little more and perhaps absorb a few more leg kicks and not give as many, to use those hands a little more. It's always a give and take.
Yeah, Lopez certainly put a game plan into effect by way of leg kicking in round 1. Let's see how that plays out in the second. And I already heard his corner say, keep the low kicks
Yep.
going.
Oh, and there he goes, and that was that right leg, that back leg that he got to. Torres is going to go with the hands as well now. Torres starting to back him up against the fence.
Yeah, Torres going to work hardcore with the hands, and Lopez continues to peck away at the legs.
Yeah, it's almost like which is gonna win out.
Yeah, he's gonna get the volume in there first.
Oh, those leg kicks continue to be fired in rapid succession, but I don't think that he wants to mess with the hands.
Nice combination by Torres, mixing it downstairs, upstairs.
Lopez continues to fire away, and he's throwing a couple of hands as well, but when I look at these two fighters, Torres to me has the better hands, but the kicks have been continuous from Lopez. I mean, probably 20 already in this round.
Likely so.
Under a minute to go. Torres with a nice overhand right that scores. Lopez looks a little winded.
Signaling that he took a groin shot there, but continuing to fight.
Oh, and going upstairs with the kick. Oh, big right hand. Coming back with the left hand, then coming back with another left.
Boy, it's just a matter of who's going to run out of techniques first.
Oh, nice uppercut as well.
Talk about your proverbial puncher versus kicker. Wow.
Yeah, man. Pressing kick gets caught, tries with the side kick to get away. Wow. You know, in a tough fight to score too, JR.
Yeah. Been a lot of those tonight.
Yeah. More so, you know, in a card than that I've in recent memory.
Agreed. Torres really got busy with the hands there in the second round. Lopez, we know what his game plan is. He stuck to it. I think it's having good effect. But man, Torres starts sneaking some of those punches through. It could change things for Lopez quickly.
And Torres, look at Torres, not hardly even breathing.
A rare miss on the kick there by Lopez, but follows it up nicely with the side kick. That's where Torres was signaling groin strike, and they sort of shook it off and continued.
Torres went to go upstairs a little bit, and he came back with a nice combination. Going into the third round now, probably one round apiece maybe. This is a tough fight to score.
All right, gentlemen, round 3. Fight!
There's that leg kick again.
Torres was talking to Lopez. I couldn't hear what he said, but he was chattering away with something.
Torres is still going with those hands right there. And again, the leg kicks. Spinning technique, trying to go with that crescent up top. Boy, the game plan is just to start kicking. Look at his legs are starting to show the wear and tear.
Yeah, they are. And Lopez for having a leg kicking attack, not just a singular target, but mixing it up inside and outside, front leg, back leg, onto the thigh, across the calf.
And those kicks are taking a toll because Torres will be marching more forward, and he's continuing to do so, but he's taking that damage coming in.
Yeah, and lifting his leg as he comes in case he has to check a kick, and that takes a lot of power off of your shots.
Right above us now and using those hands. I mean, it's an unbelievable fight because it's so different.
Now Lopez gets his hands going a little bit.
Yeah, he has his hands going right after getting those legs going.
Cartwheel kick. It didn't land, and Torres kind of says, hey, I'll just take position here.
Well, right off the break, Lopez fires. And I think you're right. Lopez was starting to throw a lot more punches. He looks a little tired. Oh, nice uppercut.
Yeah, Lopez seems a little hurt here.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's fatigue or what, but Torres. I think Torres sees it too, wants to go to work, but only 10 seconds left.
I don't know if they heard the 10 seconds, but we did because it was right next to us. Lopez seems a little more winded, a little kind of.
Interesting end of the round with Lopez starting to look gassed out there a little bit. Torres sensed it. I think that kind of sparked a little something in Torres.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, you look at this, and I don't know that I've seen the amount of kicks thrown almost matching the amount of punches thrown by the other fighter.
Agreed. Lopez just been, man, his kicks, such high volume.
That glancing right hand by Isiah Torres, I think dazed him more than I thought. Because that was right before he looked tired here, kind of just holding on.
Yeah, Lopez definitely looked like he was a little worn from that round.
Could have been that left. Yeah.
Combination, there's about 3 or 4 of them that got through there. Better than I saw during live action.
Yeah, you're right. It was on the other side of the ring. And
yeah, good job on the replay, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't see that many punches either. That was like a 4 or 5 punch combination.
Certainly explains Mr. Lopez being staggered.
So Torres comes out, starts throwing the punches. Oh, that was a big shot that Torres connected with. And Lopez comes back throwing a little bit, throwing a little more energy.
And at this point, he's basically just a war of attrition.
Oh, big shot. Oh.
Torres going to work with accurate punches.
Nice turning side kick.
As I was saying, it's just a war of attrition as to who's going to be able to take the most damage from the other's preferred techniques. Even the knee strikes are going into the leg.
Yeah. I mean, both these guys are going to feel it tomorrow. Great fight for the main event. Nobody's stopping.
They're both firmly entrenched in their game plan. Neither one looks like they're going to change from it. And so it's just going to be a matter of, can I take more leg kicks or can you take more punches?
Yeah, and I think that's exactly it. Nobody's deviating from what they came in to do because both have been effective. I can tell you that Torres is starting to score more with those hands.
Yeah, Lopez's kicks have a substantially slower speed to them now, and Torres able to be a little more effective in his distancing from them.
Big overhand right, too, and then a left coming back by Torres. Nice glancing right hand.
And you saw Lopez kind of bite down on his mouthpiece and say, darn it, that one got me.
Boy, what a tough fight to score, too. 18 seconds left in this round. This one's going to go into the 5th, it appears, unless there's a fluke inning here, but
oh, man, these guys have put it out there.
wow, look at the kicks continuing to go. That was 3 or 4 in a row. Wow.
Boy, is Torres going to have a hard time getting out of bed tomorrow morning. Man, that leg is just brutalized.
That's when you get the old coffee can right by your bed and go to the bathroom there.
Checking it out on the replay, and don't even have to watch the replay. Let's just say watch Lopez kick and watch Torres throw punches. Both of them, like we said, firmly committed to their game plan, and I think both of them wise to do so.
They've both seen
good
success.
For both of them, yes.
I can honestly say that's the most leg kicks I've seen landed in a fight. I mean, it's continual. Torres is grimacing a little bit, but he's not limping yet. But his legs are beat up. You can see it.
I think he's trying to cover that limp.
Let's see. Let's see who's got it.
Ooh. Oh, my goodness. What a combination by Torres. Well done.
Yeah, and he's got to, you know what? If I've made it so far, I'm going to continue to go. Wow, both these fighters just dealing out the punishment.
So much toughness shown on each side.
Who's got to have a better round here, JR?
Oh.
Oh.
Wow, good knees by Lopez considering how jacked into the cage he was.
Yeah. Got about 1:12 left.
Man, talk about a couple of guys with zero quit in them.
Big right hand by Torres to Lopez, snapped his head back. But again, there goes those kicks. Last 45 seconds.
Yeah, inside the final minute.
Nice right hand by Torres. Oh! God, both these guys just continue to deal punishment back and forth.
Such effective techniques, but your opponent just able to absorb whatever they have. "20 seconds left."
Yep. That's it, gotta go now. Oh, good shots up top.
Oh, beautiful knee. Oh my goodness, what a knee.
And then a big overhand right coming up by Torres, but that knee backed him up a little bit at the end of that fight. That's it. Fight's over. Zeros. They had to go to the bell because nobody could hear it.
My gracious.
I'll tell you what. It depends on what you want from your judges.
Man, what a great fight. Regardless, thank you both you gentlemen for putting it out there like that. Wow.
How do you think this one's going?
I don't have a score on this one.
Boy, if I had to lean a little bit one way, I'd probably lean the red corner.
And with that having been said, you see Torres here in the replay unloading a long series of strikes really well. Lopez, once he got back against the cage, started to go work with his kicks, which is unusual when you get backed into the cage. Knees and kicks are not that easy to have full effect with. Lopez doing a good job with that technique, but it was only after Torres backed him across the ring with punches to get him there.
And you're right, you don't see that a lot. And the fact that he was able to still execute that says a lot about not only his conditioning, but his confidence in his kicks.
Yes, indeed.
Well, the long drive home after this. It'll be
well into Sunday by the time we make it home.
Yep. But I'll tell you what, it was well worth it.
I am in complete agreement with that. Yes, sir. Scorekeeper has the cards.
I think this is going to be a close fight. Not that. I mean, wow, what a fight. Two different game plans. Sometimes you see fighters vary from that game plan, JR, but you pointed out they stuck with it.
That they did. All right. See who gets to go home with the title.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for our main event competitors tonight. After 5 full rounds of championship action, we go to your judges' scorecard to determine our new Sparta Sports Entertainment Kickboxing champion. Judge number 1 scores about 48-47, Lopez. Judge number 2 scores at 50-45, Torres.
Wow.
And our third and final judge scores about 49-46, Declaring your winner by split decision and the new Sparta Sports and Entertainment Bantamweight Kickboxing Champion, Isiah Torres.
Congratulations to Mr. Torres. Gets to go home with the victory. Has the belt wrapped around his waist. That'll take some of the sting off those leg kicks.
Great fight. I didn't see 50 to 45 at all. Great fight, though.
For Todd Romero, I am J.R. Gordon. Thank you for having joined us here at Sparta,
Ladies
Wyoming
and gentlemen,
5.
I'm joined by
Let's take it
our
up to
winner
Big Mo
and
for the
new
final
champion,
interview.
Mr. Isiah Torres. Well, champ, congratulations on the win. How does everything feel right now?
Well, my shins are dead for sure. I just want to say much respect to Aaron. Me and him kind of made this fight come together. He's 9-3, top kickboxer in Colorado. I wanted to challenge myself. Haven't been able to get an MMA fight, so thank you, Aaron. Give him a shout out too. I couldn't have just fought this by myself. He made it entertaining as well.
Now, that was a lot of striking, right? You obviously have boxing experience. You've been training a lot of disciplines. I saw you trying to close the distance. But as you're preparing for this fight with your gym and your teammates, I mean, what were you trying to accomplish, like, technically going in? Not just winning, but, like, what was your game plan?
So with me doing, like, these boxing fights to back to kickboxing, it's about just getting better in just that discipline. So with my team here, I was working with my boxing coach, Lou. A lot of strength and conditioning and just getting my hands better. I got to go back to the gym, start learning how to check a little bit more, but we'll get there.
Now, you clearly have a lot of support here, both fans, teammates, coaches, etc. Anything you want to say to them?
Hey, I just want to say, everybody right here, thanks for coming out. Boys from the old gym, boys of the new gym, co-workers, what's up? Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner and new champion, Isiah Torres. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out tonight. It was a great event. We'll see you at the next one. Please drive safely.